Hello friends, I welcome you in my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Sirajul Faizi. Today in this video I am going to talk about oxidation reduction reactions. So the meaning of oxidation and reductions called redox. What is the objectives? Objective is you learn oxidation and reductions. So define oxidation and reduction in terms of the loss or gain of oxygen and the loss or gain of electrons. State the characteristic of a redox reactions and identify the oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Describe what happened to iron when it corrodes. So oxidation and reduction, we called it redox. Early chemists saw oxidation reactions only as the combination of a material with oxygen to produce an oxide. For example, when methane burned in air, it oxidizes and forms oxides of carbon and hydrogen, as shown. But not all oxidation processes that use oxygen involving burning. Elemental iron slowly oxidizes to compounds such as iron 3 oxide, commonly called rust, and that rust, bleaching a stain in fabrics. Hydrogen peroxide also releases oxygen when it decomposes. Oxidation and reductions. A process called reduction is the opposite of oxidation and originally mean the loss of oxygen from a compound. Oxidation and reduction always occur simultaneously. I repeat, oxidation and reductions always occur simultaneously. The substance gaining oxygen or losing electrons is oxidized, while the substance losing oxygen or gaining electron is reduced. So oxidation and reductions. Today many of these reactions may not even involve oxygen. Redox currently says that electrons are transferred between reactants. Here you can see magnesium loses 2 electrons and sulfur gain 2 electrons and forming magnesium sulfide. The magnesium atom, which has 0 charge, changed to magnesium ion by losing 2 electrons and is oxidized to magnesium 2 plus. The sulfur atom, which has no charge, is changed to a sulfide ion by gaining 2 electrons and is reduced to S2 minus. Oxidation and reduction, you see sodium 0 and chlorine 0 and forming plus 1 and Cl minus 1. Each sodium atom loses 1 electron, each chlorine atom gain 1 electron. Very simple. Leo says lose electrons oxidations and gain electron reductions. Just remember, losing electron is oxidation and the substance that loses electron is called reducing agent. Gaining electron is reductions and substance that gain the electron is called oxidizing agent. Here magnesium loses 2 electrons and converted into Mg2 plus, so magnesium is reducing agent, and magnesium is oxidized, loses electron, become magnesium 2 plus ion. Now sulfur is the oxidizing agent, S is reduced, gain electrons and forming S2 minus ion. Now oxidation reductions continue. Conceptual problems you can do. It is easy to see the loss and gain of electron in any compound, but what about the covalent compounds? In water we learned that oxygen is highly electronegative, so the oxygen gain electron is reduced and is oxidizing agent, and the hydrogen lose electron is oxidized and reducing agent. Not all reactions are redox reactions. Reactions in which there has been no change in oxidation number are not redox reactions. For example, silver, here silver in product both have the positive charge, Na plus both have the plus 1 charge. Corrosion. Damage done to metal is costly to prevent and repair. Iron, a common construction metal, often used in forming steel alloys, corrodes by being oxidized to iron of iron by oxygen. This corrosion is even faster in the presence of salts and acid because these materials make electrically conductive solution that make electron transfer easy. Luckily, not all metal corrode easily. Gold and platinum are called noble metal because they are resistant to losing their electrons by corrosion. Other metals may lose their electrons easily but are protected from corrosion by the oxide coating on their surface. Iron has an oxide coating but it is not tightly packed so water and air can penetrate it easily. Serious problem can result if bridges, storage tank or hull of the ship corrodes can be prevented by a coating of oil, paint, plastic or another metal. If this surface is scratched or worn away, the protection is lost. Other methods of prevention involve sacrifice of one metal to save the second. Magnesium, chromium or even zinc called galvanized coating can be applied. So, the oxidation number of an atom of an element is a pure substance. Oxidation and reduction in terms of charge, change in oxidation number and identify atoms being oxidized or reduced in redox reactions. An oxidation number is a positive or negative number assigned to an atom to indicate the degree of oxidation or reduction. Generally, a bonded atom oxidation number is the charge it would have if the electron in the bond were assigned to the atom of the more electronegative element. So here oxidation number of any uncombined element is 0. The oxidation number of monoatomic ion equals its charge. The oxidation number of oxygen in compound is -2 except in peroxides such as H2O2 where oxidation number is -1. The oxidation number of hydrogen in compound is +1 except in the metal hydride like NaH where oxidation number is -1. The sum of the oxidation number of the atoms in a compound must be equal to 0. The sum of oxidation number in the formula of polyatomic ion is equal to its ion charge. You can see. Conceptual problems you can do from the textbook. An increase in oxidation number, oxidation and decrease in oxidation number reductions. Here sodium is oxide, it is reducing agent. Chlorine is reduced, it is oxidizing agent. So active metal lose electron easily, are easily oxidized, are a strong reducing agent. Active monometals gain electron easily, are easily reduced, are a strong oxidizing agent. So how oxidation number can use to identify redox reactions? Balance a redox equations using the oxidation number. Balance a redox equation by breaking the equation into oxidation, reduction, half reaction and then using the half reaction method. So in general, all chemical reactions can be assigned to one of two classes: oxidation reduction in which electrons are transferred, single replacement, combinations, decompositions and combustion. This second class has no electrons transfer and includes all others: double replacement and acid-base reactions. Identify the redox equation. In an electrical storm, nitrogen and oxygen react to form nitrogen monoxide. N2 plus O2 give NO. This is the redox reaction. Yes, if the oxidation number of an element in a reacting species change, then the element has undergo either oxidation or reduction. Therefore, the reactions as a whole must be redox. So it is essential to write a correctly balanced equation that represents what happened in a chemical reaction. Fortunately, two system methods are available and based on the fact that total electrons gained in reduction equal the total loss in the oxidation, the two method. They use oxidation number change and half reactions. So sort of like chemical bookkeeping, you compare the increase and decrease in oxidation number. Start with the skeleton equation. Step 1, assign oxidation number to all atoms right above their number symbols. Step 2, identify which are oxidized, reduced. Step 3, use bracket lines to connect them. And use 4, use coefficient to equalize. Step 5, make sure they are balanced for both atom and charge. Half reaction is an equation showing just the oxidation or just the reduction that takes place. They are the balanced separately and finally combined. Write the unbalanced equation in any form. Write separate half reaction equation for oxidation reduction. Balance the atom in half reaction. The oxidation number change method work well if the oxidized and reduced species appear only once on each side of the equations and there are no acid or base. The half reaction method work best for reactions taking place in acidic or alkaline solution. So, step 4, add enough electron to one side for each half reaction to balance the charge. Step 5, multiply each half reaction by a number to make the electrons equal in both. Add the balanced half reactions to show an overall equation. Add the spectator ion and balance the equation. You will show in your book. So, electrochemical cell, an apparatus that allows a redox reaction to occur by transfer electron through an external connector. Redox reaction that occurs spontaneously may be employed to provide a source of electrical energy. When the two half cells of a redox reaction are connected by an external conductor and salt bridge that allows the migration of ion, the flow of electrons, electric current is produced. In a voltaic cell, a chemical reaction is used to produce a spontaneous electric current by converting chemical energy to electrical energy. So, basic concept of electrochemical cell. Cathode, the electrode where reduction occurs. An electrochemical voltaic cell, the cathode is the positive electrode. Anode, the electrode where oxidation occurs. In an electrochemical voltaic cell, the anode is the negative electrode. The anode is the more active metal according to table. Sometimes in combining half reactions, the potential for the overall reaction is negative. In this case, the reactions will not take place simultaneously. Redox reactions that do not occur spontaneously can be forced to take place by supplying energy with an externally applied electric current. The use of an electric current to bring about a chemical reaction is called electrolysis. In an electrolytic cell, an electric current is used to produce a chemical reactions. So, basic concept of electrolytic cells. Electrodes, cathode, negative electrode reduction take place here. In electrolytic cell, positive ion are reduced at the cathode. Anode, positive anode oxidation take place here. In electrolytic cell, negative ions are oxidized at the anode. Note the charge of the electrode is the opposite in the electrochemical cell. So friends, hope this video will be helpful to you. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel and thanks for watching.